Hey guys, and welcome to another tutorial video. On this video, you're going to be looking at our e-commerce app by Magento. This app allows you to create your own marketing platform, letting you edit and organize your store just the way you want it. Today, we're going to be focusing more on specifically on store configuration. So first off, you're going to click over here on Open Admin on the e-commerce builder app. After that, the admin is going to appear with a dashboard. You're going to come over here on the left-hand side, click on Content. Under Design, you're going to click on Configuration. And here you're going to see your stores. You're going to click on Edit on the store that you want to edit and set up. Over here, you're going to have your default store view and a bunch of settings down over here. We're not really going to worry about these two first ones, the default theme and design rule. We're going to go down over here to other settings, and you're going to see the HTML header, footer, the search engine bots. We're not really going to worry about this too. The pagination, product image watermarks, and transactional emails. So first off, over here we have the HTML head where you can set up your favicon icon. And this icon over here is the icon of the tab of your website. So all the way up there on the tab, that's the little icon that is going to show up there. Over here, the default page title is just the title of your store. Usually you can put that. And if you want anything to come before or after the page that you were in on the tab, you can select a prefix and a suffix. Over here on the default meta description, it is just something for search engines. You can put a brief description of your website. You can also add keywords if you want, also for search engines. And down here we have a more technical area for configuration where you can add scripts and style sheets. And lastly, down here we have a display demo store notice. And keep in mind, guys, that if it says yes over here, your website will be on demo mode. So what that means is it will not sell anything and people are not going to be able to buy stuff from you. So just make sure that this is on no. This says no, and if you're ready to sell, your website will be up. Next up, we have the header where you can add a logo, change the dimensions of your image. You can put a welcome text where it will appear on the header, also on the right hand side. And this logo image alt is just if someone doesn't have an option for pictures on their browser, this will show up instead of the picture. Over here on footer, we have this miscellaneous HTML. This is kind of similar to the scripts and style sheets over here. You can just set that up if you know how to set that up. If you don't know what this is, you don't really have to worry about it. If you want to copyright your work, you can put a copyright of all rights reserved to you. And you can also display the report bugs link. You can click on yes over here. We don't really have to worry about the search engine robots. As you can see, I can't really edit anything over here, so we're just going to skip through that. On pagination, we are going to see the pagination frame skip, the anchor text for previous, and anchor text for next. This has to do with the page numbers that are displayed at the bottom of the website if you have a lot of pages of products. Just like on a Google search where you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, for example, if you have 25 pages, this has to do with that. And you can set that up over here. Next up, we have product image watermarks, where you can put watermarks on your images if you want to copyright them or just not let anyone copy your images from your website. You can put watermarks on it. You can put on small images, the thumbnail, the base images, and swatch images. Next up, we're actually going to have the last thing that we're going to go over here on the content, and it's going to be transactional emails. These emails are just emails that your customer is going to get once a purchase is made. Over here, you can add a logo to it so he knows who it's coming from. You can put a name to your image. You can set up the dimensions again. And on the templates, you can put on default just because you only have this option. After you guys done that, you guys can go ahead and click on Save Configuration. And also, guys, just keep in mind that once you guys click on save configuration after you guys did this, and after you guys do any change to your website, make sure to go over here, system, cache management. Oh, let's go again, cache management over here, and select everything and clear your cache. Always flush your cache once you do a something on your website, just because that makes it go to the live site. And once you guys do that, we're gonna go over to stores, configuration, and you're gonna end up in this page over here with the general information. Over here, you're gonna see country options, state options, locale options, store information, and single store mode. We're gonna open the country options, and over here you can select where your store is from or where you started at. You can allow any amount of countries to access your website. You can put the zip code is optional for a certain amount of countries if you want. Over here I select Hong Kong, and Ireland is just the default area. You can select the European Union countries that are going to be able to access your website. You can select the top destinations, so what country buys more of your items. You can select that, or not. You can leave it a blank like this one. I didn't select any of them, or actually select the United States. Yeah, and it's probably just because United States, it is the main one that we are going to be selling to. And over here in state options is just going to be the same thing as country, where you're going to select the state that is required for any of the other countries over here. If someone buys from this country, they're required to select the state they're in. And obviously you can allow to choose state if it's optional for the country. Click on yes. This is going to be the local options, where you can put your time zone, where your time zone is at, the weight unit, the first day of the week for you, and the weekdays. Over here on store information, you're going to have your store name. You can select any store name that you like. You can need to put a phone number. You need to put the hours of operation of that store, what country that store is in, what state that store is in, and the postal code or the zip. Also, you need to put the city that your store is from and the street address. Over here, you can also put the VAT number. You can validate the VAT number once you put that in. And over here, guys, we have the single store mode. You can select yes or no over here. Just depends on you. After that, after you put all this information in, you can click on save configuration. And once you do that, it's always good to go back to the cache management and also clear your cache. Again, put submit, and that is it. After it stops loading, yep, all the changes that you've done should be live on your website, and your store should be up and running. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. And this is going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a great day.